Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this YouTube video. This is about how to restore the leather on a pair of Simms G3 guide boots. I've had these boots for a while now, but as you can see by looking closely, the leather's kind of dried out, and I'm trying to figure out a way to restore that leather. It's kind of funny that they even make wading boots out of leather, considering they're going to be underwater most of the time you use them, but that's the way they do it. These are really great boots. I've written a lot more about the boot sizing and stuff like that on my website, www.texasflycaster.com. But for now, let's take one and set it aside for the old example of this dried out leather. And then let's go here and we're going to heat this up. The product I found is called Sno-Seal. And this is the product. I didn't find it. It found me at Christmas time. And so it looked like, from what it did to some other products, that it's the right thing to do to use on these boots. So we'll see how this works. You know, heat is the trigger, and it, just like for your own human skin, it's one of those things that spans the pores of the leather and then actually allows this stuff to soak in. So what I do is I preheat with a hair dryer and then go back and rub this on by hand. You can touch it with your hands, no big deal. And then heat it again. You'll just watch it go right into the leather, actually just soak right in. So let me get started with a hair dryer. I don't know what this is going to sound like, but let's see what we can do. And I think the best way to go, take it a section at a time, you know, just take it one part at a time. Get this thing up to, you know, higher than room temperature if you can. Take your other hand and just like this, take some of this goo and just put it right in there like that. Let's see how that works. You want to be sure also to get this in the where the threads are in the seams, because that's where you get the most wear and tear, is where the actual needles penetrate the leather to make that bond. This stuff is soaking in really well. And don't worry about getting it on the rubber part of the shoes either, because that's just going to wash off, and it's all natural. So yeah, this is working really nicely. Now the heat is the trigger to get any excess off of there. I can see it. It's just soaking right in like it's supposed to. I'll show you in a minute a close-up shot of this. You get an idea of how it's literally gone off the surface. So let me show you what that looks like. Just like that, and that is gone off the surface and soaking into that boot. So there you go. You can kind of see the difference in what it was and what it is. So I'm going to keep going on this, and we'll get back to this in a minute and show you what the final result looks like. Okay, it looks like we're about done with these. What I've done is I've used a hair dryer on the hottest setting, and I've heated this up, the Sno-Seal, as I go along, and just keep applying it until it won't take anymore. And these boots will still take some more of this, but you can see the color is coming back to what it looked like when it came out of the box. So when you go to your store, your local fly shop, and buy a pair of these Simms G3 wading boots, this is what they look like without the scratches. And here's what they look like after a little while of use. So you can see the difference is pretty stark. And you want to be sure when you're doing this moisturization with the Sno-Seal that you hit the seams, or the actual where they're sewn, the hardest with this stuff. That way, that's, you know, the tendency is for the threads along the seams. This is triple stitch, but that's the tendency for any kind of footwear to give out on where they're sewn. So that's what you want to do, is pay attention to that. And that's how you take care of a leather wading boot, especially the Simms G3 guide boot. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel here you see, Texas Flycaster, and visit the website, www.texasflycaster.com.